Hello and welcome to the newest addition to my long line of pretty cool shit. It's another engine-powered vehicle. I invented a new, way of making engines. No sliders, everybody. Congratulations. You don't have to use a slider ever again. Just axes, beams on both ends, adjust their weight, and that'll handle, I don't even know how much thrust. Everything else is exactly the same. Lower it down, because it's a little noisy. No, actually, if you want to see that cool exhaust. Alright. A little different than last time. There's no clutch before the transmission. It goes directly from engine, which is that gear, to this, which is, consider this third gear. Because, second gear. Second forward gear. This particular car has 2 forward gears and reverse. Let's get the engine moving a little bit. That's second gear, which is high. Here's low, which will come around in a second because it's low gear. And that's reverse, which is actually faster than low gear. Now what I've done is I've taken the rotation of these and moved them into a straight line right here. These are 3 just axis wheels. Weight has been upgraded, and they've been ball socketed to the different parts of that transmission. That is first gear, that is second gear, and this center is reverse. Now, from here, I have weld latches set up to weld latch to that one. I shouldn't really be pointing with the crowbar, but I'll do it anyway. Now, if I put it in gear, if I put it in reverse, the light will come on. And that means that that wheel and this are now welded together. And that'll transfer that motion. If I put it in forward gear, there you see the wheels turn in the other direction. And if I put it to second gear, it'll turn faster. Now, what's left after that is connecting these 2 wheels together. Now, instead of using a weld latch or building that complicated clutch that I did, instead of building the weld latch, doing a weld latch and doing the complicated clutch with 5 wheels, I just used Q42's clutch stool, which, by the way, doesn't advance dupe. So every time I duped this to work on it, I had to redo the entire clutch, which isn't fun. But it does work. If I put the engine up and I put it in gear, it doesn't move unless I apply clutch. Right now the clutch is at 1, which actually is 0. But I'll apply the clutch, and it's slowly starting to catch. It's catching, and now the car's moving. Now, I've made it so that 100, a weld latch applies and connects the 2 together permanently. Lower this down, put on the brakes. There's the brakes work. Brake is just a weld latch that welds the rear wheels to the center of the chassis. Okay, lower that down. The banging gets a little annoying after a while too. No clutch, no gear. I've hit a maximum of 2 miles an hour in this. Someone told me yesterday they hit 42 miles an hour in their engine-powered vehicle. But I doubt it was this cool. I just highly doubt it. I haven't actually looked. It might be cooler. Fully working suspension. It's pretty much the same system I used on my original 4x4. Let me explain how I get power to the wheels. I kind of cut myself off. So, the clutch between these 2, this wheel here, is where the power is delivered to the wheels. Advanced ball socket, if you don't know the settings, you probably can't read them on this anyway. Force limit 0. Then the minimums all go up to 180 and the maximums go to the reverse. And put free movement on, and it'll allow you to transfer here. Let me do a quick example. Real quick. quick as lightning. Here, we'll do wheels. That. Now if I put an advanced ball socket with the right settings, you can do this. Ooh, magic. Then you rotate and it'll take the rotation. And it can go as far away as you want. And these will act exactly the same. Like that. And that's great if you want to make a mono wheel and a minge bot, whatever you want to do with it. But I'm using it now to transfer rotational power to different parts of the car. Instead of using gears like I did in the first car, I could just set up the gears, set this up, have all the power come to this wheel, and then using that technique, go from this wheel down to the differentials on the front and rear axle. Oh, by the way, this is the first four-wheel drive engine-powered car, in case you want to keep score. So, that wheel up there that the clutch is attached to is directly linked with the ball socket to that gear, which is in turn spinning this gear, which is welded to the wheels. And by the way, gears, pain in the ass to work with. It's very hard to get them right. But front and back ball socketed together, and both of them are ball socketed to that one wheel. So when you do go, that's what's making it actually physically move. And in case you're wondering, that right there is an engine. It is a wheel. That's a standard garage mod wheel with 30,000 torque. And if you wanted to know what kind of engine torque I'm producing, this is how fast it moves with 30,000 torque. Shut off the brakes. Come on. Yep, that's my bad. There it is. 30,000 torque. So when you consider it's moving so slow, just consider that. That's 30,000 torque rotating these wheels right now. And it doesn't go much slower with my engine, transmission, and, well, Q42's clutch. And I actually went for a little bit more of a style thing on this. I'm not a redneck hillbilly, but that's a cool truck in any part of the world. I'm sorry. It just is. Nothing much else to say. I'll put some cool music onto it now and you can watch it drive around. Oh, no thrusterless steering. That'll save that for version 3. This just uses some... Actually, they need to go up. But heavy-duty thrusters to shift the front back and forth. Let's make it go away now. First gear. Raise the clutch. Hey, I'm impressed. Second gear. It's got some weight balance issues. The front is retardedly heavy. Probably from the engine. I tried to physics properties it to no gravity, but some things spaz when you do that, so I'm not willing to go that far. Hey, she starts, she moves her own weight, which is very impressive. Trust me, I have everything here weighs at least 250, minus the vanity stuff, like the exhausts and the louvers. I'll probably put the save on, even though it's probably going to crash all your computers. And the advanced dupe I'll even put on. Although that's going to probably require minimum of an hour to an hour and a half worth of work to get it to work like this. The engine's the most impressive thing. Just because there's no sliders, it'll never spaz, ever. What's knocking now? Alright. Let's shut her down. If you want to talk, I'll be on Tricky's vent occasionally.